let's talk about it. What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup. Yeah, it's been a while. I know. But it's summer and you gotta chillax. So that is what I wanted to do. So don't judge me. Don't. This is my review for the film Black Widow. Movies. I love movies. Black Widow is the newest Marvel flick. Obviously, you already know. It's about the character Black Widow, the super spy, played by Scarlett Johansson, and this is her standalone film. This is her prequel, or pretty much is between what is between Civil War and Infinity War. And this film is directed by Cate Shortland, and this is starring obviously Scarlett Johansson once again, Florence Pugh, Rachel Weisz, and David Harbour. And the plot of the film is that, okay, you already know it's about Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. She is the awesome, deadly super spy. But this time, something in her past is catching up with her. So yeah, that's pretty much the plot. And this film is going to be available on theater this Friday. And I think it's also going to be available on Disney Plus next week. This film is getting a lot of great reviews and getting a lot of great critiques. Do I enjoy it? Yes, I do. Do I love it? No, I didn't. But I enjoy this film for what it is. It's a fun popcorn flick a la Mission Impossible. And what I think is the great thing about the film is that they pretty much introduce the super spy element to the Marvel universe. And I think they are doing it in a great way. And I think this film also is a great send-off for the character of Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. We pretty much already know how Black Widow's character going to end, or we already know the conclusion of it. So I think this is pretty much a great send-off and also pretty much a great introduction to a new character that is pretty much going to take over as the new Black Widow. But another thing that I really enjoy is the acting. I think the acting is great. And I've never been like the greatest fan of Black Widow. It's nothing wrong with that character, but I think that I always saw Scarlett Johansson before I saw Black Widow because of the name recognition. And also that it's kind of hard that she never got her standalone film. She was always sidelined or a B character. So by giving her her own standalone flick, I think it pretty much gives her a little bit more meat to the character, because we already got the comics, so the people already know who she is. But for the general audience, they don't. The only stuff that they've seen is that she's pretty much great with martial arts and she got her deadly tactics. But what else is to the character? Not that much. So this is a great way to give all of the backstories or those small glimpses we got in Age of Ultron. And I think that they are doing a great job at giving that or adding that to the character. So she feels a little bit more three-dimensional and a little bit more like a character that is just there, if you know what I mean. Another person that I really like is Florence Pugh, aka Jelana, Natasha's little sister. She is pretty much the standout in this film. She is awesome. She is awesome. The way they introduced the character in this film, I'm gonna tell you like this: give her a standalone film, because we already see what she's capable of doing. And I think it's just awesome that it's like seeing a basketball legend passing the torch to the new one. And I like Jelana in this film. I think that she can be the next person to take over the mantle of Black Widow. So Yeah, I like that. Rachel Weisz played Melina. She was great. Dave Harbour as the Red Guardian, or the Russian Captain America. He had one scene that was like, that I just thought was awesome. It involves prison, and it was really, really good. But everything else was just like, I like him. He was the comedic relief, but I never bought into the character 100%. He looks great. His outfit is awesome, but I wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing. It was more like, oh, I enjoy it, but I never just, they never raised my my uh, likeness that I wanted. But it's still good. It's still good. I think that this film overall, the action sequence is great. The villain, I think, is just like 100% developed. I think he's going to be a little bit more in the uh, weaker way. So I really wanted to like the villain. I think the villain looks good. I think the villain overall is awesome. But uh, what I mean awesome is more awesome to look at. But it's not like I liked or I can root for the villain. It wasn't a three-dimensional or complex villain that you can somewhat sympathize with. And I think that in a way that was what Cate was trying to do, was not to give a lot of shine to the villain, but more focusing on the family aspect of Natasha's family. And I can respect that, but I wanted a little bit more to the villain. And that is also like that stuff I did not like. To me, the biggest problem with Black Widow is that the film overall is a little bit too late. This film would be awesome if the film came out after Civil War. So to me, I just like the impact of the film never hits hard the way it was supposed to do. If Kevin Feige and the gang was like, okay, this is the next step after Civil War, I will respect it more. I think it will work better in the timeline of that, instead of, focusing on phase 4 and then giving this. It's like, this is like more like being given like a B-side CD after giving like the great album. So I was like, what is this? What is this? Another thing that I really like, I gotta go back to the spy element, and this film really feels that they took a lot of inspiration from Mission Impossible, like especially Ghost Protocol and James Bond's Skyfall, and added it to the Natasha character, or the Natasha world overall, and I like it. So it has a lot of mission scenes that is just like, and a lot of action sequence that is just like, wow. I think the choreography is just great. The fight choreography, this action sequence, the stunt sequence, really good. So it just, like I said, I like that they added this to the Marvel universe and giving us this great popcorn spy flick a la Marvel. But overall, like I said, do I love it? No. Do I enjoy it? Yes. But to me, in the end, I just felt like, okay, this is a little bit too late. I would probably love this film more if this film came after Civil War. But that's just how I feel. Yeah, I just think that the impact and the timeline, or pretty much the stamp of Natasha, will probably be bigger and feel a little bit more heartfelt if this film came a little bit before, because we already knew the conclusion of her right now. So it's like, why are you giving this? You know what I mean? You just feel like a B-side flick rather than being in the timeline that it was supposed to be for that character. But in the end, it's still an enjoyable film. So my rating of Black Widow, I'm gonna give Black Widow 3.2 out of 5. An enjoyable flick, great summer flick, and it's awesome to see a Marvel flick because we've seen a lot of Marvel shows right now. So it's kind of good to be back in the film universe. So, like I said, it's great with the spy aspect. Florence Pugh Janana, standout. She is awesome. She is badass. She's not to be messed with, and I think she's like 10 times better developed than Natasha. That's just how I feel. And it's only one film we've seen her, and I think it's better developed. But that's just me. Um, but in the end, like I said, it's just a little bit too late. But overall, it's still an enjoyable film, and I think a lot of people will enjoy this film. So yeah, 3.2 out of 5 for Black Widow. Anyways, guys, what do you think about Black Widow? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Write your comments down below. Let your boy know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the notification bell. So every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup, and that was my review for the film Black Widow. Until next time, guys, I'll give you out there. Peace.